Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Today, it is Friday, March 27th. Yeah, I'm on a 6-day green streak. Let's hope I can keep it going. I think it's 6 days. I have to go back and count, actually. I'm not exactly sure when my green streak was and when it started, per se. You know? But if you've been watching the stream, you know I've been super profitable lately. Every day, I finally scaled up in size, and so every day's been roughly a $150 day this week. I'm at like $2,200 in profit in my account. I might be at like 21 something, but I'm in profit in my account, certainly, and I'm still growing it. What's up, guys? Oh, man. I had to go get some CBD from the store yesterday, man, and I had to mask up. It was no fun, man. Honestly, this is what bothers me, okay? I had to go buy some CBD from the gas station, and I ended up buying like $100 worth just so I wouldn't have to go back to that stupid store again, because I didn't like going to that store, right? First time I've left the house in 2 weeks, because CBD helps me sleep, right? And so I went to go buy some CBD at the store yesterday. I know y'all probably can't hear me that well. Let me check the volume. See? Let me know what the volume's like. Volume good, bad, in the middle, too loud, too low. Let me know. No, I didn't trade it all yesterday after the stream. Volume good? Sorry guys, I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to answer me about the volume because I know it's either too loud or too low. Actually, it might not be that bad. Just let me know what the volume's like. Actually, I think it's lower. It should be actually okay. It's good? Alright. Nah, I don't take CBD in trade. Great, perfect. Alright, cool. But yeah, so I go to the gas station. To get me some CBD yesterday, and it's like I know I don't look super old, but like I'm 30, you know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm 15 here, like I'm 30. Like I need to buy some CBD and I would appreciate it, and the dude asked me for my ID, and so like no problem, like you want to see my ID, whatever, you know. And so I show him my wallet, like I show him my ID in my wallet. Like, I don't want you to touch my ID, dude. Like, who knows how many people you're seeing on a daily basis here at the store. There's my ID. This dude makes me take my ID out of my wallet and hand it to him so he can scan it. I'm sitting there like, dude, in these times right now, you're really gonna make me do that. I wanted to murder this dude. Like, what the hell, man? You're gonna touch my ID, bro? Like, I bathed in sanitizer. After that, man. I bathed in sanitizer after that. And it's just kind of like, dude, like, you could have looked at my ID, bro. Like, you really think I'm 21 here, man? Like, you're just being a jerk, dude. Maybe you're against CBD, but, like, come on, man. Like, did you really need to look at my ID like that, bro? You could have just looked at it through my wallet, man, and been easy. But no. It's loud? Okay. that better? That should be good. About right there. Let me know if that works. Should be a little bit lower now. That should be better. Alright, I turned it down. Anyways. Yeah, but anyways, I go to the store. And I go to buy some CBD. And, you know, I ended up buying a bunch of CBD because, you know, I don't feel like going back to that store again. I already had a mask on. I had to mask up and go to the store, go to the gas station down the street. And anyway, so the dude asked me for my ID, and so I show him my ID through my wallet. And this dude makes me take my ID out of my wallet, hand it to him. It's just unnecessary, man. I know I don't look super old, but it's like I'm obviously over 21 here. You know what I mean? Like, if I shaved my beard, it would be a little bit different. But you know, maybe the beard makes me look younger. You know, I don't know. But man, this dude. I'm probably, if I get sick in a week, it was the guy. It was the cashier at the Shell down the street, man. If I get sick in a week, you know. I should have been wearing gloves. You're probably right. 100% should have been wearing gloves. I could agree with you there. I had a mask on. I just didn't wear gloves. I bathed in sanitizer when I got home. Or when I got in that car, man. I put sanitizer everywhere. But it's just kind of like, come on, bro. Like, you've seen me here before. You know I buy CBD here. You know what I mean? Like, just let me get my CBD and go home and sleep well. And don't touch my ID. You know I'm over 21, dude. Like, why are you being difficult? You just feel like touching my ID because you see me with the mask on. You know? Like, unnecessary. Alright. But yeah, like I said, if I do get the coronavirus, I'm gonna stream with the coronavirus as long as I'm not like deathly ill or anything. But if I do get the coronavirus, I think it would kind of be cool to be one of the people streaming with the coronavirus. Then people could ask me questions. It'd probably help my views a lot, you know. The business side of me is like, you know. I don't actually want to get it, but, you know. I can't say I haven't thought about that aspect of catching it, you know. What's up, AY? What's up, bro? What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, Jay? What's up, Coco? What's up, Master? What's up, MP? What's up, what's up, Junior? What's up, Peru? What's up, Relaxing? What's up, Mo? What's up, bro? What's up, Nathan? What's up, MP? What's up, Joseph? Alright, guys. Alright, but yeah, market is down today, guys. Look at the market. It is down today. We are down to 255s. Bounce. Look at that support level I drew out yesterday. Hold, man. Look at that thing hold. I drew that thing yesterday. It was that previous high up there, and you scroll over. Look at it go. Look at that bounce. Exactly at that level. Exactly. So, it worked. What's up, Hero? Alright, but yeah, this is the market right now. Market's down. I'll put a 5-minute chart on it. It'll be easier to see. But yeah, this is the closing price yesterday at 261. Really strong day yesterday. I know. I'm just joking, AY. I'm not about to do it, man. I'm just saying, if I did catch it, and listen, if I caught it, I would have to be isolated from my family. You know what I mean? Like, I would be isolated. And so, I'd probably stream. You know, I didn't have much else to do. I'd probably stream and trade the market. Last time I had the flu A, I streamed. You know, if you guys remember, I was sick for like 4 days before I went to the doctor. And I just didn't feel good. And then I finally went, and they were like, yeah, dude, you had flu type A. And so I had streamed the whole week with the flu. But, you know, that's determination right there. You know? Alright. But There's the market. It's bouncing a little bit. What else we got? We got BKYI gapping up at the top of the list today. We can look at this catalyst real quick. It's a nice gap up here. Alright, so they won a $45 million contract to build a secure e-commerce infrastructure across Nigeria and to support the creation of employment for 1 million. They were in partnership with Nigeria's Federal Ministry of Labor through its National Electronic Labor Exchange. So yeah, they got a $45 million contract to build a website, basically, for the Nigerian government. That's basically what it is. It's a dude. I'll build you a website for 45 million. You know, hell, give me 2 million. I'll do it. Give me 100K. I'll build you a secure website. I know a little bit about penetration testing, and I'm in web development, man. You know, let me build you a website. Nigerian government, I'll do that for cheap. Definitely cheaper than 45 mil. ASTC, from 347 to 532 or 523. Sorry, ASTC. They said their Breathe Test 1000 lung disease screening device has been, quote, confirmed to detect lung cancer metabolites in parts per billion. That's pretty cool, actually. So yeah, basically it detects a known metabolite that is associated with lung diseases with a very low detection rate. So at a very low parts per billion, which is ppb concentration. They announced that they were working on it to detect volatile organic compound metabolites present in lung disease, such as the coronavirus and pneumonia. So that's cool. That's an interesting product. I like it. ASTC. We'll see what happens with it, though. We got HPI here, TBIO, GameStop. MITT. Gapping up from 415. We can look at MITT. I'm not really seeing too much else I like. A lot of stuff's gapping down with the market. Fourth quarter estimates came out yesterday that were better than expected for Signet Jewelers. What's MITT here? See if I can find it. Yeah, I'm not seeing. This is a mortgage company. Okay, that's why. Then in gap downs, we have like AI, we have BRZU, we have KORU. Honestly, not that great of volume. I'm going to be watching the normal ones like AMD, CGC, Cron, MU, AMRN, ENPH. So I'll probably be watching those, and then, you know, we got the overall market, which is down some today. I can look up that news right now. If you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know, but we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm looking at a few different things. Yeah, I'm looking at market news. Some is just complaining about Trump, and Trump complaining about some people. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin says new bank lending program will be ready by next Friday. They're going to be voting. Does anybody know what time the vote's going to take place? Fed's Kaplan says the Fed's programs are relief rather than stimulus, and that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, did anybody know what time that stuff's coming out? Yeah, we're still kind of choppy. John, do you know how to change the opening bell sound in Thinkorswim? Yeah, for sure, Joseph. That's what I've mostly been scalping. I'll see if I can change that. XSPA, yeah, I got you, Joe. Hold on one second. Smile Direct Club. Disney down. I'm sure it's somewhere in application settings. Maybe system. Sure, actually, it's probably notifications, maybe. Yeah, I don't see where to change it, actually. I'm trying, but I don't see it anywhere. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, no stress, man. Yeah, no stress, Joseph. Enjoy it, man. I'm gonna figure it out for you, actually, because I would like to change the bell sound. I kind of like the bell, but Alright, so first you have to create an alert here. Is what you gotta do, it says. It says you gotta create an alert. I don't know how you do that, but you gotta create an alert somehow. I have no idea, actually. I'm going to cancel that. I don't know what I'm doing there. So, yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and read some more market news. Oh, wait. Somebody had a few ones they wanted me to look at here. This is an old update. General system sound. Okay. We got setup. Application setup. Sound on trading start stop. Custom, maybe? Yeah, look, this is all I'm showing. System. This is system. No, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm in system. There's no sound option. Alright, but yeah, we can look up, somebody had wanted me to look up XSPA. Penny stock here. Not really my style, but I could take a look at it, see if we got any recent catalyst. Yeah, I'm not seeing any known catalyst for this one, so it's really just looking at, I think the big levels are going to be previous highs and half and whole dollars for stuff like this. Maybe even quarter dollars might be significant. So I would probably look at like maybe 25 here and see if we got some confirmation on the left, which we do. Look at all that confirmation at that level. So yeah, the big thing you want to understand with penny stocks is that like quarter, half, and whole dollars are huge psychological levels for these. And so I document, when I trade these, I'm usually getting in scalps at like high of the day breaks, quarter dollar breaks, or half dollar breaks. So like these levels is what I would watch. But again, I'm not much of a penny stock trader. I do scalp stocks a lot though. And so when you're scalping stocks, you have to think about the psychology behind the levels that are on your chart, right? Like that's the biggest thing with scalping is you got to look at the psychological levels like previous closing price, half, whole, and in this case quarter dollars. Those are the big psychological levels that you could probably get a few cents from each time they break. And so that's what I'm looking at. Smile Direct Club, Gavin. I think an interesting level is the previous closing price for this. What's up, Mark Cuban? What's up, Rhonda? I said hey to you, hero. Chill out, man. I'm not gonna... Alright, look. I'm not gonna do this morning, brother. There you go. Chill out. You know, I'm doing stuff, man. But yeah, Smile Direct Club. I would look at 485. I would look at that previous closing price and then the big levels from yesterday. The thing about this one is it's got a huge range. And so like I would look at those highs. I would look at this high right here, which is probably just the half dollar actually. Like I would look at those, maybe these here too. But like in the end, nobody's going to Smile Direct Club right now. Pot stocks, yeah, I'm gonna be watching CGC, Cron, a few of those. Alright, but yeah, we can look up the catalyst behind CDC, or CDS, sorry. Or SDC, I always get that mixed up. So yeah, they started 3D printing face shields for healthcare workers fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, and they said late yesterday they started 3D printing face shields for the use, and this is all quoting from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, for use by healthcare workers dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. They also said it can produce up to 7,500 face shields per day, and that it is working on 3D printing and manufacturing of respirator masks. St. Luke's Boyce Medical Center in Idaho will receive the first 1,000 shields. The company said it is accepting orders for face shields from healthcare orgs and government entities in the US and in Canada. SDC said it is still fulfilling orders for clear aligners and retainers while it has shifted a, quote, significant portion of its 3D manufacturing capabilities to focus on stopping the pandemic. They said, quote, we will continue to test and find new ways to produce materials that will support the medical community in doing their job safely and effectively. And that was Chief Executive Officer David Katzman in a statement. Shares were up 12% yesterday, and they're up today from it. I think that's good news for them. I think they have to say something, and they have to pivot to something, or I don't know if their stock's going to be able to handle these huge swings. But yeah, I think they got to pivot to something, and I think that was a smart thing for them to pivot to. I don't know if I necessarily think they're going to succeed long term, but I think that's a good boost short term, and it might be an interesting stock to watch today, actually. SDC with that catalyst. Alright, but yeah, we can look at the market news now. Yesterday I made the most money with like Disney and AMD, man. I traded Disney and AMD over and over and over again, and I would just scalp these moves. Like, every time Disney would pull back, I would just long into it for a quick bounce. And because the big thing with the market yesterday is like on days like yesterday, the market's actually picking a trend, right? And so you can scout moves just like you could take VWAP bounces. Like, look at the VWAP bounces on the market overall yesterday. And so I was able to scalp a lot of moves with like AMD and MU because they were picking trends and it was easy to dip by and scalp off of those dips. And that's what I did all day yesterday. So I would just kind of wait for a pullback. Like, look at these. I could just wait for a pullback, scalp into these moves, sell it very, very quickly, make my money, and leave. And that's what I did. And so we're gonna see what we get today. But yeah, every day this week I've been making pretty close to at least $100, I think. Been making a decent amount of money this week and so far. And so we're gonna see what we can get. But SDC is the symbol, Marita. It's SDC, Smile Direct Club is what it is. John, why do you look at the news? You're a day trader, so most trading is done through technicals, right? So not necessarily. So like I'm using technicals as indicators on when to enter the position, but like the big thing with it is that a lot of the times when stocks have legitimate catalysts, they maintain a trend better. Whether it be up or down, they maintain a trend a little bit better when they have a legitimate catalyst. And so that's going to tell me how viable that stock's going to be during that day, how much liquidity and volume it's ultimately going to have, aside from technical indicators. And so news is very relevant to trading in general. Now, I'm not much of a fundamental investor, obviously, but I am using news releases to see what's going to have higher liquidity on that day on average. Because I would rather look for a stock that has at least some catalyst as opposed to a stock that has no catalyst, because again, they're generally going to have more liquidity, more volume on that day. Alright, so that's in 5 minutes. They're going to do the House Majority Leader. Steny Hoyer said the chamber will convene at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So that's in 5 minutes. So, yeah. Sounds like they're going to vote on it in 5 minutes. And again, every day's been green this week. Sorry, I'm reading some of the funny comments on our Discord. Very first trade here. Have any ideas for penny stocks? Y'all really don't want me to rant about penny stocks, man. Y'all really don't. You know, now here's the thing, right? Most new traders get wrapped up in penny stocks because penny stocks are just what's advertised and marketed to new traders the most, right? The reality is penny stocks are way more difficult to learn and trade, and just a less percentage play than normal stocks. And the only reason they're advertised to new traders so much is because new traders might not have the funds to buy a lot of shares, even though you could buy one share of a high range stock and make the same. But a lot of the time, new traders get wrapped up in it because gurus push penny stocks because they're front loading onto positions and taking advantage of their followers pumping stocks up. And so the reality is, I think new traders would find much better success trading mid and high cap stocks than penny stocks, because penny stocks are usually just what's pushed to new traders. Very hard to be consistent, especially like very hard to test penny stocks. And like, I'm not saying you can't be profitable. You can obviously be profitable doing it. I just think it's a lower percentage play. It's a harder thing to succeed at, and you know, the only reason they're marketed so much to new traders is so they can push courses and flash 1000% gains to try to talk them into buying their course. And that's about the realest answer you're gonna have anybody tell you. And this is coming from somebody that doesn't sell anything, you know. So I have no reason but to be honest with you, at least from my biased perspective. You know, penny stocks are just used to talk new traders into buying courses most of the time. You could be profitable with them, but it's going to be way harder to be consistent, because again, I can test stocks, I can test strategies and see what works, because I can watch the same stock every day and see if it works, right? A penny stock might run up and then crash within a week. I'll never see that thing again. Very hard to test, you know. And that's why you see people flashing Lamborghinis and all this nonsense with penny stocks, because that's what they have to do in order to get people to buy their courses. But nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not. If you trade penny stocks, more power to you. It's just not my thing, man. Like, I'll talk about them, you know. Like, I'll look at a penny stock, but the reality is, like I said, I think new traders get wrapped in thinking, like, new traders have this fantasy when they first get started, right? They got this fantasy, and this fantasy goes something like, I'm gonna take this $1,000 or this $2,000, and I'm just gonna buy this dude's course, you know. And then I am going to all of a sudden just turn that $2,000 into $100,000 within, you know, within like 6 months. And I'm going to prove everybody that I'm super successful and smart. And I'm going to be able to my life is going to drastically change because I bought this penny stock course and I started trading penny stocks with $2,000. And like, that's every new trader's fantasy. I get it. I was there too. I did that too. Right. But the reality is, you're probably going to lose that $2,000 plus whatever you deposit after that. Especially if you're trading penny stocks more than anything. Like, yeah, you can make money with penny stocks. You can also lose a ton of money with them. You know, it's very hard to be consistent with penny stocks, and you might be able to, but you're an outlier in that regard. And like I said, I think if a new trader, instead of going to penny stocks, tried mid and high cap stocks and actually sat there and tested them for a month, waited to find something that works after testing them consistently, and then traded, they would have so much better success. But again, it's all personal preference, I guess. But again, nobody wants to hear that. And when I say that, people think I'm attacking their dreams. I'm just telling my subjective truth here. You know, it is what it is. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Sounds like YouTube didn't give me my views back again. Man, YouTube needs to fix their algorithm. I know they're struggling right now, but, you know, it's not consistent, man. Yeah, I know you did, Kyle. Yeah, you're good, bro. Like I said, I'm not mad at you, dude. If you could do it, more power to you. You're doing better than me with penny stocks, man. You want to see how penny stocks go? Watch my videos from 3 years ago. And watch me lose money trading penny stocks, man. You know? But it's cool. Like I said, when you mature enough as a trader, right? When you mature enough as a trader, you realize that just because you can't do something doesn't mean others can't. And just because I lost my money and lost my butt at penny stocks does not mean you're going to. And so, if you could trade penny stocks and do that, man, do your thing, man. I'm not mad at you. I'm just telling you what's probably going to happen. But in the end, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just biased because I lost money trading penny stocks. But in the end, I just think penny stocks are a very sleazy part of the trading community. Because what do you see? You see Lamborghinis, you see, you know, Maseratis, you see prop money that people order off of eBay. You know, like, look how much money I have, you know, buy my course right now. You know, I'm just trying to motivate people to buy my course. I'm going to sell a DVD for $1,000. That's 5 years old. The market has changed so much in 5 years, but I'm going to sell you a 5-year-old DVD for $1,000, you know. And new traders will eat that up, man. They'll eat that up, you know. What's up, Ken? What's up, brother? So what's up, guys? But yeah, look at the market. We'll see what else we get. I think the vote should be going on right about now. Let me see what the market's showing us too. Alright, so Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said 5% GDP at the end of 2020 is absolutely realistic. The UK Prime Minister tested positive for corona. I'm going to go ahead and read my man Z's breakdown here. Z, are you in the chat? Ziernon? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, brother. You're in the chat, right? Let me know. But yeah, he put out some interesting data or interesting news releases that came out today. Again, he said the UK Prime Minister tested positive for the COVID-19. Crude oil companies are doing major cutbacks on production. You could look at crude at UWT. And so yeah, crude is down. Arabia's oil price war is backfiring. Refineries are slashing consumption. Market weights collapse. Market weighs collapse and global consumption against border fiscal response. Gold prices are up, so we can look at like UGLD. Let me see if there's I'm just looking at gold stock AU. I mean, I'm seeing gold being down some. They must have turned around. Tesla cuts down on staff by 75% in one of their factories due to their subcontractors scaling down operations. And that's to be expected. I mean, you know, this is why the market's getting hit, is because people aren't able to work. And that's, you know, you want to know why the market's dropping, is because people can't work. Our economy is propped up on work, on business, on the economy. That's what the economy is. And so when people can't work, when people have to stay home, that's what happens. You know, if you want to know why they call baby boomers, okay? If you want to know why people call baby boomers, it's because after World War II, when all the soldiers returned home from war, while war was going on, obviously prices were down. You know, economy was down because nobody was out spending, because everybody was gone at war. Everybody was out at war in World War II, right? When those soldiers returned home from World War II, that's when all these babies were born. And they called them baby boomers because the economy was booming at that time. You know, people were, you know, a little bit more. And a bunch of kids were born right after World War II when all the soldiers returned home. You know, all the soldiers returned home. If you're a soldier in World War II and you get home to your sweetheart, what are you going to do, right? You're going to have some kids, you know. Thus is the baby boomers, the kids that were born right after World War II. And with that said, right now, nobody's out spending. Our economy is not doing great because everybody is home, you know. And that's the reality of it. But, you know, we'll see what we get. I hope the market does well. Day 2 trading live. Hey, good luck, brother. You got this, man. You got this, dude. All right, guys. So yeah, so this is the market. We'll see what we get today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read this, and this is like another little market news, and this one's from BZ Newswires. It says, the United States futures contracts dropped early today, signaling an end to a 3-day-long market rally. The drop in futures came as the U.S. surpassed China and Italy to become the worst-hit coronavirus country. Nearly 86,000 COVID-19 cases were confirmed in the country at press time, including 1,296 deaths, as per the data from Johns Hopkins University. The markets rallied earlier this week, ending a streak of single-day losses that were some of the worst since the Black Friday of October 1987. A $2 trillion COVID-19 stimulus package proposed by the Fed government improved investors' sentiments, and the bill was passed by the Senate late Wednesday after 5 days of back-and-forth negotiations. Trump has said that he would, quote, immediately sign the bill once it reached his table. And he also said, quote, I wouldn't necessarily take the price action in the risk markets right now to be a true reflection that this is over. Head of the U.S. rates trading at Amerivet Securities, George Farnello, said, this is going to be an economic fallout. We're seeing in 2 weeks what we would normally see in maybe a year and a half or 2 years, and Trump has insisted on restarting the economy by Easter, something that the businesses would find hard to do with the spread of this virus. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates earlier this week criticized President Trump for this suggestion without naming him directly. He said you couldn't ignore the, quote, pile of bodies in the corner while you go about your daily life just because, quote, there's maybe a politician who thinks GDP growth is all that counts. Yeah. But yeah, that's the market news right now. We'll see if the bill gets signed, because it's supposed to be going on right around now. I think they said 9 Eastern time, which was 10 minutes ago, roughly. I mean, not some of them are bad. I mean, baby boomers are a broad thing. I mean, it's just, it's hard to say. My issue is that it's like, look, millennials are older now, right? So them throwing the term millennial around is, you know, like they're getting other generations mixed up with millennials. Like, millennials are old now. Like, I'm a millennial. I'm 30 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not some young teenage punk here. Like, I know what's up with the market and, like, how it goes. But it's a very broad group of people, like millennials. They throw millennials around to get views a lot, but like I said, it's a very broad group of people here. It's supposed to be at 9 Eastern time, but I'm not seeing anything right now. What's up, John? Welcome, brother. Welcome, man. Glad to have you here, dude. Google's earning estimates fall as digital advertising weakens as well. But yeah, no losing day this week, guys. I'm literally on like a 6 or 7 day green streak, and I've traded all of it, I believe, on stream. And so let me see about this vote. I'm curious about this House vote. That's what I'm really waiting on here. I'm not getting an ETF preview here today. Alright, so here's another one that is from MT Newswires, and it says U.S. stock futures plunged red as the U.S. now leads the world in the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases. Oil prices are down. But yeah, here's the SPY itself. SPY is slightly down today. This is the big level here that I think we should watch, which is 250, 253, maybe 252, 253 or so. But yeah, apparently we are now the center of the COVID-19 pandemic. Just to show everybody some stats here, and just to read off some stats from this. At this point in time, there's 552,418 total coronavirus cases. We've got 25,000 deaths, 128% recovered, or 128,000 roughly recovered. Active cases, 95% of them are mild, 5% are serious or critical. We've got roughly a little bit under 400,000 active cases. Just to look at the U.S. right now. Yeah, we are now officially the worst country being affected by this. At the same time, though, like I said, here's the reality, right? It's hard to tell if China's telling the truth, because China and the US are going back and forth with who started it, right? It's very obvious if you look at it that this was started in China. Now, I'm not saying it's necessarily like their fault, the Spanish flu, which was a much more deadly epidemic and pandemic actually, started in Kansas. Okay, so I'm not trying to take a high ground here, but this one was obviously started in China. And again, you know, there's some good, interesting documentaries on why these things started. It usually has to do with mixed markets where people are serving raw meat of many different kinds, and you know. And, you know, very interesting touches on that. But yeah, the U.S. is now the center of it here with 86,000 total cases or so. I don't really use the MACD, no. Patrick, you post another channel, bro, and you're gonna get banned, sir. You know. But yeah, that's the news right now. Right now, it's kind of scary, man. Texas had the biggest jump aside from Nevada and some of the other places overnight. So like, Texas had a huge jump to 74, 3 new deaths. Nevada up 115. Yeah, we gotta get this straight, man. We gotta get this straight. They are voting on the stimulus package, Juan. They were supposed to vote on it. Mitch is saying it's later today, but they were supposed to vote on the stimulus package. I don't know when that's going to be. Let me get Mitch in here. Alright. Yo, what's up, bitch?
Yo.
Yo. What's up, man? Let us know what the volume's like, team. No, I don't really use RSI either. I think the virus has been here longer, like January time frame. Yeah, and that's probably true. There was an interesting study done in UK where they think 56% of the population has already had the virus, like in the UK. Now it's a tough thing, and that would be really easy to misinterpret as well, because the reality is coronaviruses have been around for much longer than this. We've all had some form of the coronavirus at some point in time, because the coronavirus as a broad family of a virus has been around a long time. We've all had some type of, when you get a cold, when you get the common cold, usually that is a coronavirus actually. And so studies like that, it'd be really easy to misinterpret. It'd be very easy to misinterpret. And so it's tough to tell, you know, the reality is. But like I said, we've all had some form of the coronavirus. You know, if you look at some Lysol sprays, they protects you against the coronavirus, which isn't the same COVID-19 that we're, you know, all scared of. Yeah, November is when, you know, some leaked documents came out that show that China knew about this in November, and just didn't really say much.
Yeah, man. What's going on, guys? Good morning. How we doing?
What's up, bro?
What's up? Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't think that's a crazy idea, Erica. I personally have even questioned, have I already gotten it? Just because I got a really bad sickness in early December. It lasted about a week or two. I thought it was the flu. I took a lot of flu medication. Now the symptoms point similar, and that's why it's very confusing virus, I think, because the symptoms aren't too off from the flu. So
yeah, for sure.
People that tell me that they're feeling that they've gotten the flu this year, could have been very much the COVID, a weak case of COVID, and you think it's the flu because it's hitting you similar, but it could have been a weak form of the COVID, and it could have been that. But I mean, we won't know, I think, really until this whole kind of scare goes down, until we kind of get control of it, and then the scientists can really take their time to find out where this originated from. I think in the long run, they'll find out that it wasn't China that it originated. It just started the boom there, or I would say the bust. And that's where it really went parabolic. It started going in China, but I think I don't think that it spread just because of international travel. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I think when you look at where it all started, I think that's the big indicator, and I think it makes sense because these things are usually started from raw meat markets that are mixed, right? And China has a lot of those. And so when you look at why viruses like this start, which again, the novel in coronavirus just means new, right? Which means it's not a human virus, it comes from an animal. And so a virus like this came from an animal, and then a human, and it morphed into something a human could catch. And so humans don't have immunity for it, right? And so when you think about it in that regard, I don't think, especially considering where the big breakout happened of it, I don't think thinking it came from China is the wrong thing. I think when you look at that, it's a little bit self-evident where it came from, just because when you consider all the raw meat markets that China has and how close together they are, it would make sense that a virus like this would originate from there. But again,
I think we'll end up finding out. Like I said, the big thing is going to be, I think, when they start researching in influenza cases, which ones were COVID, which ones were influenza. I think that's going to be a big part of it, because if we misdiagnosed a bunch of it, I think that's when you'll start finding out. And maybe it was here beforehand.
And that's possible. I think. I will vouch for the flu this year. Like they said, it's a really tough flu year. I had the flu. I had the flu type A, tested positive for it. And the flu type A was rough. It came with a lot of stuff. It was a low-grade fever, so it wasn't like a super high fever. And it was terrible, man. And like I said, I tested positive for the flu type A a few months ago. And so I did catch the flu this year, and it was a nasty flu, man. So I do think there was a rough flu that was going around because I caught it. But you can never really know, I guess. It's tough to see with China what the real numbers are, because they're, like I said, when they're competing with the U.S., they're not going to tell the complete truth behind it because they're a communist country, right? So they're never going to say how it really is.
So I think what really is going to be a big change is once they come out with the antibody test. I would love to take that. Hopefully I haven't contracted COVID, at least officially, and then I can take the antibody test and we can start testing the kind of the theory, because if I have the antibodies already, that would already explain it. But that's going to take a while. That's going to be months and months from now. I think around 6 months from here. And so you had to stay clean for 6 months for you to even try to prove that theory. Right, and then you're not going to prove it. It has to be scientists on thousands and thousands and thousands of cases. Right. But let's say good morning to everyone. How we doing today? Good morning, guys. Good morning. How we doing, Rhonda? What's going on? Little Gaines. We got Little Gaines in the house. Maestro's back. We got Joseph, Mark. Hey, the Cuban in the house. We got Randall, Kyle. What's going on, guys? What's up, Ken? You seeing these pot stocks going crazy? People buying up those pots, trying to stay inside. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys see Andrew in the house, Ophel, Tyler, Michael. What's going on, Isaiah? Andrew, Ray, Devin, Chase. Good morning, guys. It's good to see you guys in the chat room. It's always good to see everybody here. We always like the OGs, and stick around, guys. We do this every single day. Definitely, if you can, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. It definitely supports us, and that's how we go ahead and keep this free for you guys.
Yeah, it sounds like they're having bandwidth issues again. People are saying that we're not showing on the homepage again, which Yesterday was a great day. It looks like they got it fixed. I was kind of excited thinking they got it fixed yesterday, but apparently they didn't yet. I'm happy we got 150 people in here, but they're lagging a little bit with this. They got to get that straight.
All right, yep. Let's get into some stocks. I'm down.
Yeah, for sure.
No worries. All right, guys. So one of the things that we can all talk about is we've seen this relief rally, right? This has been a big rally. There's people that can think this is a V bottom and this is just going to be the bottom. I personally don't think that. I think this is just a kind of a relief rally, and it's mainly shorts covering their first position. And also in here, you start getting what's called the repositioning of the hedge funds, the pension funds, kind of the funds that need to get back into the market, regardless of where the market is. If their positions are such underwater, they need to start repositioning in the market, because if not, their investors will just start falling out. So right here, they're starting to reposition. I think that's what you saw here in this relief rally. Some of the stocks that have made giant moves. I'm looking at this one, Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness coming back from about 25 to 56. It's a big move. You could look to see if this one's going to break out today or it's going to start pulling back to 40. I think this one can pull back. I don't think this one is going to break the low, but it could pull back today towards the 40. Another couple of them that I'm going to run through right quick, and if you guys want me to stop on any of them, I'll stop. SDC, Smile Direct Club, making a huge move yesterday. Did you see this one?
Yeah, I went over that one actually with the news and everything.
Perfect. That's great. Look at that move. That was a 60% move, right? And right now, where are we sitting, guys? We're sitting at about 25% from that move. Look for the 30% move to hold. So that means above 550s here. If it holds there, it's a good pullback. I personally don't like this stock. I'm very bearish on this stock, but it's definitely one that you can trade. All right, guys, up big in the last 3 days, the 3 airlines. We can look at AAL. I'm going to run through them just so you guys can see the weeklies. And if you guys want me to stop on any of them, I can. You got AAL. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you know when the House vote's supposed to be?
Well, they don't have no official time, but the reason why they have no official time is all the kind of people are racing to the House right now. The House was supposed to be closed because of coronavirus, but what I heard was, and this is speculation, is that the voice vote that was supposed to happen, they were going to do a vote with just voice, and supposedly someone's holding it up. So it needs to be a big part of it needs to be unanimous.
Right.
So I think there's some that are holding it up right now. So they need to all show up on the floor for the vote to happen. Man. I think that it will happen, just probably later on in the day, closer towards the close.
Yeah, they need to get this done, man. You know.
Well, I mean, I there needs to be, it needs to get it done, but there's really no hurry, John, because they're not going to get out the money until May, at least from what I heard. And then so 1 or 2 days really isn't gonna make too much of a difference. The real key is get it right.
Right.
I think 1 or 2 days isn't gonna, I don't think you should take weeks, but just get it right. Get the language down. I think that's what I heard, that the language keeps getting kind of subjective, and they keep trying to put in stuff there that could be left up to kind of subjectiveness, and then so one side gets mad because the lawyer language, really.
Right.
All right, guys. So the other ones that we can look at, the airlines, AAL, UAL. You got UAL, you got LUV. LUV is really the strongest of them all, at least on their debt chart, because they have the least debt and the most cash on hand. Okay, guys. So another one that's been going up big time. So you can look at the Caribbean cruises, Royal Caribbean, Carnival. These did bounce big. They went all the way, like Royal Caribbean went from 25 up there to a high of almost 50, 49.87. I think shorts got back in this. The amount of volume that was put into these stocks, I think shorters are stepping up here and really trying to knock this down. So I'm going to be watching this today. Big price point for RCL is 50. You see this top right here. This 50 is very important. This is when it really started declining at 50. So look for it to kind of pressure up today. Look like it's going to try to break out towards maybe 45 and then a quick dip towards the 30s. That's what I'm going to be looking for.
So they are actually speaking right now on the vote. Old Purple Lady's up right now, but they're speaking and debating on it right now.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that it could be delayed.
So the vote's not going on right now. They're debating on the House floor right now.
They're trying to work out the last little bit of difference, and that's why there's talked about it being delayed. I don't think it will eventually not go through. It's going to go through. It's just a matter of when and how much pressure the Democrats really want to push on the other side. They've been doing really well taking away kind of language to keep Donald Trump's companies or his kids that have positions in companies, or that they all add up their position in the company, pretty much trying to limit Donald Trump's ability to use this bailout money for his organization.
All right, there's the bell, guys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the liberals threw a bunch of nonsense in there too. So it's both of them trying to throw a bunch of crap in those bills, and like I said, but that's why I'm on Mark Cuban's side when he's like, look, both of y'all just stop trying to slide a bunch of nonsense in there, man.
Quick really drop, guys. Quick drop here, guys. I'm gonna be looking to short. I'm not gonna waste time here. I'm gonna try to get short real quickly on some of the stocks I like Maxar, Space. Stock on the plus side that I like, guys, is PTON. PTON on the plus side.
Yeah, they're still planning on devote 2 hours of debate. Yeah, for sure.
AAL going down there, guys. I will definitely look for AAL also. Like the way that one trades. I'll look for a 15 entry here. Risk would be 1520s.
Alright, SPY bouncing up today. SPY's at 253, at least slightly this morning.
Another one to watch, guys, that's made a gigantic move up with the market's relief rally was Square. Actually like that setup on Square right now. It just faded pretty significantly. Look for a bounce up there to create another high closer towards 54. EMPH with a nice dip there. Not seeing any pullbacks right now. Quick dips.
Alright, SPY about to break lows. I might short into a few stocks as this happens. We'll see what we get, but Market's pulling back to test those lows of the day, and if the market does that, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to wait for that low of the day crack here, though. Maybe MU is my candidate. All right, market bouncing up. Market's sideways right now, at least the SPY is.
Remember, be careful with MU. They came out with really positive news yesterday.
Market's actually bouncing up, so yeah, I'm probably gonna wait. I'm just waiting for higher low at the day breaks. So like AMD's breaking highs right now. Actually, market's pulling up to test those highs as well. So market might break that 254 high of the day in the SPY here.
All right, here comes Square back up. I'm going to see if it breaks out through 54. If it doesn't break out through 54, I might take a shot here to knock it down. It'll only be 50 shares because of the $1 easy range that Square has.
Yeah, CGC is actually popping up here. AMD broke highs of the day. Disney's down.
I have an order out for 53.60s here for Square, and I'd risk off of the 54 mark or right above that. Trying to get filled right here. There you go. Let me put the screen up. All right, I have it in my other order form, but I already got filled there here at 60s. Got to risk $50 max here. Don't really want it past this 54. Want it to come right back down to 52.50s here. I'm gonna switch up my order forms. Take this one to SQ, put max R at the top. Looking for max R to pull back and AAL to pull back, but there hasn't been one.
What's up, John? What's up, brother?
At least no matter what, I like where I executed that short. That's the fade. So let's see if we get it. There's AAL making its way back. I'm going to watch that one.
All right, market breaking highs here. Looking pretty strong. I'm in MU with 200 shares, about break even right now. We're going to see if it breaks over this $0.50.
75s. 75s is AAL's entry.
I just took half off there. Holding the last 100 shares here. Gonna get out there for about a $30 win real quick. Really quick trade. Took the SPY's high at the day break and jumped in MU, scalping it with a few hundred shares, but up a little bit less than $30 on that high of the day break in the market and the accompanying move up on MU.
Good job, Don.
Thanks, man. S&P's about to break highs of the day too. That might help boost some other stocks.
Yeah, well, remember, I don't see this as a big bullish day. Even if it is a bullish day, we shouldn't get two gigantic moves up. Just because we've been already extended about 30% in 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just scalping, so I'm just getting in and out quick. It doesn't matter what the market does for me. Yeah, the market could tank down afterwards. I got out after like 20 seconds, so. I think an important level here for the SPY is that 254 level. See if that level holds.
AAL got close to VWAP there, but my VWAP didn't touch. I don't know if yours did, John. That one looked good. I wanted to grab it, but didn't touch my VWAP. I was like looking for it to touch. Just rejected it right before it.
Yeah, I didn't quite get there. My VWAP's at 68. It hit 64.
Yeah, mine's at 70, so even slightly just above yours. So That's why I didn't attack it, but it looked good for the fade.
Yeah.
One that I like right now is Maxar. You got a tight risk there of 10 cents for a possible move back down 30 cents.
All right, so here's the SPY pulling back to that 254 level I talked about. That's the previous high of the day. That's where it's going to have the most support, and if it bounces, it's going to bounce there. If it breaks below that, it's going to look really weak, and so we'll see what we get there, but that 254 level is a big support level in the SPY.
I agree.
Disney's just saying, YOLO, I'm heading down, you know?
Well, part of it is I really wanted Disney, but the more I've been doing research, the more I see that their earnings are going to get destroyed, at least for this quarter.
For sure. I don't think they were prepared for this as much as like Netflix and stuff like that. I think Netflix should be up because of the Tiger King documentary that everybody's talking about.
It's timing. Yeah,
for sure.
Timing is important.
Right, and Disney Plus didn't really have too much new stuff that came out.
All right, guys. Now, since we're getting this low and we're getting this downward pressure and very early in the day, I'm going to keep to 53.89 now. Only risking 30 cents to potentially make more than $1 here.
Yeah, here's the pullback to that level. We just broke under 254, so it looks good for you there. It looks weak, as long as it holds under 254.
I really like my entry, regardless of whatever happens, and that's what you always got to look back. I think it's important to understand that execution a lot of the times doesn't have to do on your winning or loss. It has to do on the strategy itself. Execute the strategy and be happy based purely and solely on execution, I think is the best way to look at trading.
Yep, for sure. But yeah, that's looking good because it's looking weak now. The market's looking weak. I'll be right back.
We could get a good leg down here.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the restroom. This coffee's getting to me.
Guys, I actually like AMD on the plus side here, guys. I'm looking to get in somewhere for a VWAP bounce play. Just want to see a nice pullback. See a move towards the 40s here. Man, UAL really got destroyed, guys. Ooh, I like RCL. RCL, guys. I really like RCL, guys. That has a nice resistance there. I'm looking for a third touch of resistance up here. This one looks really interesting. Would want it at 36.50. Get risk off of 72s.
All right, I'm back.
All right, guys, we're getting that nice hit now, guys. If we get through the 52.50s with big volume, you guys might see me add and then just try to get the momentum pushed down and then just quickly take it off. I'm liking RCL, guys, for the fade. Maxar, I think I already missed that one.
I just took another half off of MU, scalped it on the way down too. Gonna take another half off there. Gonna hold this last little 50 in case we get a big breakdown in this market.
Man, look at RCL. Look at that fade. Good fades today, man.
Looks like I got back just in time because I don't even get out there.
One that I like, just to bounce plus side, I want to see if it holds is AMD. That's the only one I like on plus side.
So yeah, this is my P&L right now, guys. I am up $48 on the day, so a nice little roughly $50 day. Only 12 minutes into the open.
Nice fades in the carnival and cruise stocks.
Now, I think you could also short into some of these stocks on this bounce to test that previous low of the day. So you see that previous low of the day at 253. I think the SPY is going to bounce to test that and then probably get rejected, and you can short into some of these stocks with that. I think that's a good, interesting plan as well with some of these moves for scalping specifically. Not really trying to marry any of these moves, but just scalping. I think that might work.
Big downturn there. Some stocks.
Man,
AMAT dropping big there.
Disney is getting destroyed.
I'm glad. I want to buy it.
You might get your chance, bro. That thing's getting hammered.
75, man. 75.
I'm telling you, Isaac, you see that, dude? I grow my beard out non-stop green days, dude. Haven't lost on a daily basis in a long time.
It's all about the beard,
It
bro.
is, bro. It absolutely is, man. Look, I'm not trying to be superstitious, but the beard is obviously helping me make money, man. I'm Samson here. I better leave this beard on, dude. This beard is helping me right now. You know, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like button. Our video is not showing up to viewers on their homepage. It's probably YouTube's algorithm, or the bandwidth is low for a lot of channels. It's not just us. I saw a lot of big channels that don't have that many views right now. So hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Help compensate for that. We definitely appreciate it. It feels good though, man, because like we had a dude here yesterday that was just hating hard, man. He was just hating super hard.
All right, AMD, man. AMD looks good for a bounce here. VWAP bounce.
Okay, so yeah, here's the market pulling back to that previous high. Like I said, I think we might be able to short into some of these moves, which I might. MU's been doing me right today. Look, there's the pop up to that previous low of the day, and there's the rejection.
Pull back to 40 for AMD. That's what I would take on the long side. I'd risk off of 33s. All right now is when I should see the big hit put on SQ if we're going to get a big one. So I'm going to let this work here and not going to let it pass this 53.23s. If we need to take it off there and get back in, we will. But let's see if the momentum can push us past 52.50.
I'm holding 50 shares of MU. I just decided to jump in it. I'm anticipating the market breaks the lows of the day again. That's what I'm watching. It really depends on what happens fundamentally with the market. But I'm holding 50 shares, very small. We're going to take a 5-10 cent risk here. And like I said, I'm anticipating the SPY is going to crack back down below and break the lows of the day here. Roughly break even in it right now.
All right, here's where I should see the big volume get put on square if it's going to really crack big here.
I might even take a little quarter off or a little half off this one if I need to. But I might just keep it one and done.
There you go. Just got hit.
I'm going to get out that. All right, so yeah, just took a little $10 scalp there on the market. Like I said, same exact thing I talked about.
All right, guys, just took 30 off. Going to let the rest of the trade work here. No matter what, we just took it off the low.
See, I'm up roughly 60 bucks on the day. No losing trade so far. Just scalping most of these moves, though.
Me too, John.
Hey, that's how you do it, brother.
You see, two completely different styles at the open, yet both of us are profitable. Why? Risk and reward management. Manage that. You got to know what you're looking for.
Isaac says, I'm not joking, John. I have had 9 days of green. 9 days of green since the beard. Hey, bro, God's on our side. That's all I'm saying, man. You know.
All right. AMD, I like it if it holds 41 here on the downside.
Hey, look. What did I say, guys? I said I'm looking for the SPY to bounce back to that previous low of the day and then get rejected and break the new low of the day. And that is exactly what we got on the SPY. I kind of wish I was holding a little bit more here, and I might actually short more into this move. But exactly what I was thinking would happen there, which we pulled back to test that previous high of the day, or that previous low, and then we got a big rejection. You can even see a big wick there if you're looking at a 1 minute chart on the SPY. Just a big drop there too. We'll see what happens now. I kind of want to short into some of these moves now, but I'm gonna wait.
Glad I attacked this, one of the ones that I liked this morning. One of the biggest things that I really wanted to do, guys, was stick to my pre-market thought, and my process was to short the Carnivals, was to short Royal Caribbean, the airlines, and you could see those really getting hit today.
I got into MU one last time and just wiped out half my wins. It's alright. I'll give it a second here, but yeah, MU popped up, testing that previous high of the day, so I'm going to hold through that.
The biggest thing is, I think that sector is a little tough right now because they're really supporting MU and AMD. Want to see these 50s hold as resistance here for SQ.
I'm just going to take the loss. That's all right.
All right, about to get long here on AMD.
Market's rebounding, just broke over that 252 level. I think that's a big level.
All right, took a little bit there of AMD. 41s.
Yeah, man. Tesla and Disney are down big. Disney especially.
Risk is 24 for AMD.
Yeah, Vinny.
I'm long.
Yeah, Vinny, it's been doing that. It's just they've had a bandwidth problems and issues.
There you go, guys. If this rips to 60s, we're going to take 50 off.
All right, so market is actually above that previous low of the day at 253.
All right, guys, for SQ, we're going to put a stop here at 52.60s. Just let the rest of it work there. Stop placed in. There you go. Looking good on AMD. Gonna stick here right now. Gonna see if it can break out here through the 60s. It's not wanting to break out there. There you go. All right, just took half of it off there. Gonna put a stop at break even for the rest. Stop place. Everything looking good here, guys. Up there now to the 70s on AMD.
Yeah, market's rebounding, testing the VWAP. We'll see what happens there, but market's rebounding, testing it.
Next stop is 4690s.
See if Disney can ever start to bounce here.
Order out to sell some at 46.90s. All right, guys, I'm out of SQ. $53 on that win. 50 shares. Not a bad win.
All right, market big pullback here. It's testing that 253 previous low of the day at 253. We'll see what happens there. I might take a few positions. It just depends on what we get and how weak it looks or how strong it looks as well. I might consider long or short. Disney breaking lows of the day again.
Looking for UAL to come back to VWAP. RCL also to reject.
SPY is testing that previous low of the day at 253. It's kind of bouncing over it now. So it looks like it's bouncing there. If it breaks 253.50 on the upside, it looks strong.
CGC looks interesting for a bounce here. If it can hold 510s.
Quick rejection there. Alright, SPY, a big rejection below that previous low of the day there, guys. So a big rejection in the SPY.
AMD still looking good here, guys, for me at least. I'm going to stay in with my 41. I still have 50 shares. Already took some off. Just going to let the rest of it work.
All my level 2 just froze. Whoa.
All right, guys, looking for a bounce up here in space. All right, getting up there to the 80s here in AMD. Let's see if we can get through the 4690 or get up there. Big one on the move today, guys, that halted earlier is TLRY. That actually halted, man.
Yeah, that one's been going crazy.
it halted today.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that. There's
Yeah,
that 4690 touch there.
Yeah, that one got hammered by the crash, and then yeah, I think it went up like 100% the other day. Let me see.
All right, guys, gonna give it a chance to break out through 4690s here. If not, just take the rest of it off. Great trade in the end. Got it right at the bottom. It's trying to. It's not getting the momentum right here. Let's see if there's a buy here at 90s. APT, guys, APT. APT. Look at that. 1160 move, pulling back to VWAP here. Support is at 1017, guys. 1017. Be careful with that one. There you go, guys. Rip through the 90s here. Look like we're going to get to 47. All right, guys. I'm going to take some off here. All right, took majority of it off. We'll leave the rest no matter what, break even. Now it doesn't even matter. We can just let this work here. A break above 47, the high of the day, which is 47.16s, would get me out.
Market pulled up to test the VWAP. I'm waiting until we get a high of the day break to trade anything, I think, here. See if we get a high of the day break or a low of the day break under that 250-230.
All right, let's let this work now. I'm looking for another trade here in space. I want it to pop to the 50. Go ahead, sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good. Market is sideways, John. Kind of sideways. It's having a pretty big range up and down, but it hasn't really picked a specific direction yet. You know, it's kind of sideways right now.
All right, we're gonna look for pullbacks in the Carnival, the cruise lines. Gonna look for pullbacks to VWAPs here. All right, now I want to see 4660s hold for the AMD. That'll show the positive sign in there. All right, this is when I'm expecting that push here in space. Looks like Square wanted to fade again, but it never made it to the VWAP.
Yeah, it's been kind of a so-so. I'm down 65, but I'm kind of going back and forth. Took a big loss on MU, but kind of made it back. Still sideways for the most part. Kind of what I did yesterday too. Alright, so SPY has just been very sideways in this range for the last since 8:52, or 9:52. So yeah, so about 20 minutes or so, SPY's been very sideways, guys. Interesting level to watch with it is if it breaks under 250-230s or 253-60s. And like I said earlier, I'm waiting for those breaks to trade anything else.
Definitely some fun trading times here, guys. Lots of volatility here in the open here. A lot of trades being put on. Look at TLRY. That thing's going parabolic today.
Yeah, that might pull the whole sector up too.
Well, yeah, 100%. I agree. I mean, you look at CGC setting up for a long. I could probably almost bet that Kron is doing the same. And look, And you look at the cron and you see, what do you see, guys? You see a flag pattern bottoming underneath, right underneath the VWAP, bouncing back up. Same thing for CGC. This is how you can sometimes pairs trade.
My favorite
Looking
stock.
for one bounce here above. Gonna risk maybe about 15 bucks here for a space.
All right, Hero. I see you changed your name to John.
AMD looking strong.
Market coming back down. Just in a range right now there, guys. I might scalp out of this range, but we'll see.
Nice breakout for USFD. This is one of my long-term ones I've been talking about. I'm hoping that it comes back down today, but
another kind of sideways day.
yeah, like a burst of momentum and then slow down.
Yeah.
That's what I've been seeing too.
I don't know, man. Let me see. What's it at now? Boeing is BA, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a look at it. 90. I can tell you what can happen in that one would be, well, first of all, layoffs.
Yeah.
Layoffs will help. BA is supposedly one of the companies getting a bailout. So, of course, if they don't get bailed out, they'll bring it back down underneath that.
Yeah, I think it depends on how long this lasts. If the coronavirus lasts a long time, I think it's just going to continue to go down as people don't fly. Everybody stays on lockdown, and I think the longer this lasts, the worse it's going to get for them. And so if it lasts a really long time, it could come back to 90s.
All right, let's see if AMD breaks out here through the 90s here. Space squeezed up there, so it's a little concerning because Maxar is going up significantly there. I'm not going to short space because of this. Even though the setup is there to get it here and risk off 16, I'm not going to take it based off the pair of Maxar.
All right, so the SPY's kind of pulling up to test that previous high up there. It's got a little bit of a double top at 253.50 or so, and it's pulling up to test that now. If the SPY breaks and holds there, it might drag everything else in this market up.
There you go, pushing up there for AMD.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just takes me a little while, Raul. So just give it a little bit of time. You might get a little bit better as the day goes on. It just depends. Right now we're in a sideways trend, and so we're not really getting too much. I tend to do the best when we get like low and high the day breaks or like big support and resistance breaks. That's when I usually jump in and get a few wins in and jump out really quick. And so, you know, I'm down like small in the day, but last few days I've kind of gone back and forth and then really got into my zone later on as the market started to pick a trend, and so that's all I'm waiting on. I'm sure it'll be fine. SPY is pushing up to test that, just to show you guys what I mean. Like, here's the SPY right here. SPY is pulling up to test that big resistance it had in that range. So if you look at the SPY here and you look at this range, it's pulling up to test this right here. Looks strong. Trend line is definitely moving up, as you can see here. And so we'll see what happens when these breaks, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Also above the VWAP now in SPY. And so I think that's going to drag a lot of other stuff up as long as it holds. If it gets rejected, it might pull stuff down, but as long as it holds, I think we should be okay right here. And especially if we start to get some like breaks of this level up here, 254, I think that's going to give me a lot of momentum to nail some scalps. Like if we break this level right here, this level right here, I think if we break that, it's going to give me some momentum. If we come back down though, it's going to look weak, so we'll give it some time. But that's what I'm watching right now.
LUV is what I like right now. I'm trying to grab it, but let me see if I can get a good price before I just jump in here like crazy.
Probably so, Battelle. I've been trading a little bit earlier since I've been scalping, and it's been going okay. But I would definitely say I find my groove later on, more so for sure. You know, like I said, I had a few good trades this morning and had a big loss from a little bit too much risk on MU. But for the most part, it's been going fine. Just kind of going back and forth with some of these trades. I'll find my groove like I did the last few days. Like I said, I haven't lost on a daily basis at all this week. Ended every day green, and so it's also been over $100 per day in gross profit. So finally been able to scale up some. All right, so there's the market again, testing 254. That might give me some opportunity here. One that's really swingy today is Disney. That thing's just going up and then back down and then back up.
Oh, I like the fade for Disney.
Yeah, man, that one's big swings.
99 is the risk here. I like if you can get it at 98.50, risk 50 cents. I'm going to try to get 50 shares.
Yeah.
See what happens. See if we can make it move back up. I'm also looking at LUV to hold up here at 39.15.
All right, there's the
I
SPY.
like the airlines.
There's the SPY breaking that 254 level, which was a big level. The S&P is going to get closer and closer to the high of the day. And but yeah, the SPY just broke over that opening range, and so I think we're going to see some moves up now. I think we already have, but I think we're going to see some accompanying moves up with some stocks. I think they're going to start following this.
All right, guys. So now I'm going to move up my stop to 46.80 here. No matter what, I'll get 46.80s for the rest of AMD. Let this try to trade here through this.
So here's the SPY testing that opening range.
Gonna let this break out and then start looking at other stocks. Disney. Disney went up there to 98.49. It was right close to that 98.50. I thought it was going to pop at the 50 there, and then I was going to hit it, but it didn't pop at the 50s. It just quickly hit 49 and swooped right back down to the 30s.
All right, big rejection in this market. Market just turned the other way quick. Broke under that 254 level. But yeah, sideways market, guys, so just be careful, be safe in this. I think we're going to find some support, though, at 250, 350 or so. I think we'll bounce a little bit there. We should, at least.
Showing up the 49 again, but quickly rejecting the 49. Oh, tap 50 there. Let me know if you guys see anything by the VWAPs for fades. Yeah, that was a good call on Disney. I called the right point, just couldn't really get an entry there. It really didn't give me a chance. I'm gonna leave it alone now. Let's look at the list. JD, possible short today. Yeah, this one looks good.
I just nailed a nice little long on MU. Holding 200 shares left. Brought me back to pretty close to green on the day. Pretty close to break even, I mean.
RUV getting interesting here, guys.
Let's see what else we can get. I like that bounce from the spies. Pull back up to test this highs. There's Disney breaking highs. Big burst in the market right here.
All right, guys, I got out of AMD on that pullback. Got out on AMD on that pullback. It hit my limit. I got out $34 on that win.
Good job, bro.
Not bad, not bad. Trying to work here. Let's see if we can get a little bounce here in the LUV, and we can risk off right above it, 39.20s.
All right, so I got out of the last little bit of MU. Made about... Looks like I made about $90 on that one. I'm still, or no, not 90. I made about $40 on that one, so small. But I'm -6 on the day, so small. We'll see what else we can find today, though. I'm still watching. It's still looking. Just kind of slowly doing what I did yesterday, which is grinding my way back. Market is testing that 254 level that I talked about. Maybe I should have held a little bit of MU. Huge breakout there on the bounce, but...
Of course.
Alright, SPY's actually pulling back to test the VWAP now, dropping a little bit here. We'll see what we get, but if we get some weakness here, might kind of drag the rest of these stocks down or so.
All right, Disney still doesn't look bad. It actually made that push up there to the resistance and then quickly rejected it.
Big drop in the market just now, guys. Big drop. Big candle.
Looking for 98.50s here on Disney. Just getting destroyed right there. Yeah, some stocks getting hit right there.
Yeah, big drop in the market.
Square back at VWAP.
Kind of a tough market to judge, man. It's just sideways a lot. Pulls up, back down, crossing, chopping the view up.
Stick to the ones that are trending. That's what's been helping me at least today. All right, guys. Looking at Disney right now. Little pop in the 50s will get me short. All right, I'll take it right there. I got short some Disney, risking off a 99. Another one I like, LUV. We can get back to VWAP. All right, guys, just because I'm trying to get another stock. Normally don't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and immediately put a stop here at 99. I want to grab another stock.
Big drop in the market.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to grab another stock. I'm trying to jump on the momentum right now. Let's see what we got here available to me. CGC, maybe VWAP reject. Cannabis sector is still hot though.
Just took half off of CGC. I've been in it for the last few minutes. But yeah, I'm running the reject down. Took another 300 off, holding 200 shares left. I'll try to put myself up for a second. Trying to ride this down real quick.
Square looks interesting also, but it needs to reject off 53 first. I would look for a rejection off 53 and then I could get short on it.
I'm gonna get out the rest break even here, but yeah, up about 60 bucks on the day. Kind of been a swingy day for me. Look at this. But we're doing all right.
Looking really great in Disney now with that last resistance that was just created there. It shouldn't really get past that 83s now. We're going to see a drop here below VWAP to the 77s. And if it makes a heavy move to 97.31s, I'm going to add. There's 86s. Let's see if it makes a heavy move through the 77s. There's the 77s, and it quickly scooped it. I don't know if you guys were watching, but look at that 77 just quickly gets scooped. There's a reason why. That's the major support there.
Oh, I think I have mine up, but I'm in CGC again with 200 shares. I'm gonna let this work.
Plus side or short side?
Short side. I just saw the big drop in the market. I'm gonna keep it pretty tight.
All right, guys, there's a drop to the 65s, 64s here. Oof, right there, I was about to take it off. I was about to take it off and take some profit and then add to it, but it bounced immediately there.
Alright, probably gonna get out this. Pretty tight. Keeping it pretty small. Gonna let it test this because this is a big resistance level and I don't want to jump out prematurely, but getting close. I think the market's going to influence this too.
Yeah, I'm getting a bounce here, so. Wanted to take $30 or $40 there, and then I was going to add on any bounce and come back and try to hammer it down. But that's how it goes. Now I just got to stick to my levels. Nice rejection there, third top.
I'm going to get out here before this squeeze up. I see the market pulling back to the VWAP, and it might reject there, but I'm going to get out there a little bit early. I'll put Mitch back up, see what we get.
Come on, Disney. Come down to 75 for me so I buy you long term after I intraday trade you. The one I also like, guys, APT, long-term VWAP bounce. You got a great risk to reward there off 1035s. LUV coming back up here with the vengeance. You could look to short it. I'm just too worried about Disney right now, so I'm going to hold off. Wait for this position to end, then I'll look for another trade there because it just get too confusing for me to go ahead and jump into LUV there. But it is at the VWAP where I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I trade anymore. We're still pretty sideways on the day. SQ seems like it's doing the opposite of what the market's doing right now.
Yeah, I think she's market leading actually. So she's making the earlier move.
There's the market rejecting a little bit at the VWAP.
There you go. LUV got smacked there at VWAP. Look for the airlines. UAL also went to VWAP there and quickly rejected.
Big drop in the market again.
Let's go, Disney. Let's lead the way. There you go. Shares has got put on at 98.11. So let's see if that holds right here. If it pops to 98s, we want to see those 11s hold right here. And then it gets smacked. There you go. Definitely the pressure being put on here. Big pop there, guys, in Disney.
Market bouncing up again. Super choppy.
Super chop. Disney actually up above there, kind of getting in that whole little squeeze game potential here. There's a squeeze. Let's see if it gets above my levels.
Big breakout in CGC.
Might squeeze me out here. Quick reject there. Now I'd want to see the SPY just completely break that 252.28.
Yeah, SPY's getting rejected there. The VWAP might be good for you here. Still tough to tell. Super choppy.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. It's more of a rejection if it does it here.
All right. Now, really, we wouldn't want to see it past 76. Disney past 76 now. UV coming back. Be careful with that one. This is the third attempt to break VWAP. All right. I feel like this is going to be it for Disney. Either we're going to get this to push here through 76 or it's going to come back down to this 97.65s. Not looking good here. We're approaching that 76.
Big flush in the market.
Careful, might get squeezed out here. Can't fight it if it goes over 99.
Market dropped big, then rebounding big. Just still in a really obvious range there. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders here for the SPY.
Yeah, a little trappy.
Yeah.
Be careful, guys. Approaching that 99.
Yeah, it's all sideways, Mattel, for sure.
I like that LUV rejected there. CCL, look at that VWAP reject. That was a nice one. UAL looking good too. Maybe one more bounce closer to VWAP, then you could take it off the risk, which is above 60s. Gotta be careful here. I might get squeezed out of here. It's Disney. Yep, getting squeezed out. Trying to manage it. Nah, it's just squeezing hard. Just gotta get out. Can't fight it. Squeezed everybody out that got short there. A little frustrating because I was gonna take $36 off and then re-add, but that's what happens when your execution's not on point. Execution on point there, and I took $30 off, and I would have added back at 50, and then we would have been able to at least have a green.
Yeah, SPY's just sideways.
Definitely should have probably attacked LUV. LUV looked better. I went for Disney, a little bit higher priced. I normally do a lot better in mid caps. Need to stick to those. That's too high price for me. There's no need for me to trade that one. Space looks interesting.
There's market testing that low down there. It's been bouncing there all day though.
Starter put on. Gonna risk 15 cents here. Long line there. just in case space just gets crushed here. I don't mind risking $15 for a potential to come down to 1540s, make, you know, a good 40-30 bucks. Would like to just see the market just blow right here through 251.
I'm holding this last little 200 shares of AMD. I'm gonna get out there, break even. Still up around 60 bucks on the day. Kind of sideways day for me. Scalping a few moves, but still about break even. What are you upset about, Mark Cuban? What you mad about, bro? Yeah, I'm talking about a short-term basis. On a short-term basis, we are sideways, certainly sideways. Like, look at this. Like, look at the market here. Most stuff is sideways, like with the SPY. We've been in this range for, I don't know how long today. So it's just a sideways day right now. Until we break some of these ranges, we're going to be still trending sideways. And like I said, I'm scalping, so I'm pretty objective about it because it doesn't matter to me which way it goes. I can scalp on both sides. But, you know, we're still in this range right here. And until we can really break out of that, we're still pretty sideways. Yeah, all right,
guys. At least reviewing my trades, I can definitely go back and tell myself, hey, what were you trading Disney? It wasn't a part of your pre-market plan. Should have stuck with the ones that were. The cruise lines, beautiful rejections off those. The airlines, UAL looking beautiful, LUV beautiful.
SPY bouncing up here. I mostly use VWAP. Yeah, I mean, I just stick with what works, Tyler. And so today's probably my worst day this week. I've ended every day green this week. Most of the days, like yesterday, $140 day, the day before, $170 day. And so it's been a really profitable week. I mostly just use the VWAP, and I use like previous closing price to determine the trend and where the big levels are on the chart. And lately in this market, I've just been scalping in and out, waiting for big level breaks, like big low breaks, big high breaks, previous close breaks, and then just scalping into those moves and taking profits very, very quickly. And it's been extremely profitable this week doing so. Today I'm up 60 bucks, and it's my worst day so far this week. And so not a bad week for sure, but yeah, I just stick to what works, and what works for me is the VWAP. You know, here's a big low of the day break in the SPY. I might look to short. I think I missed it talking, but there's that big low break in the SPY right here. It might be beneficial to wait and see what it does here, see if it actually follows through. But this was a big level. You know, you also have kind of this level here where which it's testing now. So we'll see what happens there. Closing time is at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hero.
I think if the market tanks, you can look for APT to get really up there. I'm waiting for another breakout through 11.
Yeah, APT is the medical mask company, right?
Yeah. The key is that this one's been, I wasn't even going to pay attention to it until it broke 11. This morning it surged from 939 all the way up there to 1161. Nice. Big surge.
All right, market bouncing a little bit.
Yep. Gotta be careful here. Up there to the 80s, 85s. Could get squeezed out. Gonna relax here.
I'm gonna look at AMD to hold that $0.50 resistance. I'm looking on maybe getting in with a few hundred shares here. Really depends on what we get. Market bounces, I'm not gonna take it because it's gonna drag the market up. Yeah, market bouncing. I'll put Mitch up. which isn't something. Big bounce up in the market. Pretty solid bounce. Big candle.
Might get stopped out here. Good rejection there. Watch out for the 15s, 90s.
AMRN been good. Yeah, that one's not bad. Doesn't look terrible.
All right, looking for 80s is short here. All right, just hit a little ad there. I'm gonna risk off the 90s here. Hopefully it just gets smacked here down to the 50s. This is gonna be my last trade of the day, guys. Last trade of the day. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take a second here, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that John and I use on these streams, definitely go ahead and check it out. It's a solid, high quality platform, mainly due to packages. You can trade as much as you want, no PDT. You get the cheap commissions. You're able to short stocks, which is a great plus, especially on a day like today. You guys see me making great money on the short side. And like always, guys, you get access to the chat room, demo account to practice, plus a legit trading course. All this for less than $400 definitely makes sense risk and reward wise. Just to let you guys know, at the end of the day, guys, you can paper trade all you want, but at the end of the day, you have to trade live to get through the emotions and start trying to master your mind, because in trading it's a lot to do with mastering. The way to master is to practice execution and focus purely on that execution of strategy. The way we recommend this is to use someone that gives you an advantage and kind of gives you that the strengths to help you, the strengths that are going to be to trade your strategies and have those low commissions, have that chat room support, and a demo and a solid quality platform.
Yeah, for sure, and it's one of the cheapest ways a new trader can get started. A new trader can get started for essentially $400, and so we get people asking here all the time, like, hey, what should I do if I have $500? Like, what should I trade? And what platform should I use if I only have $500? And I think the real way to use it is you can actually day trade and short stocks with no PDT rule for $400, and it allows you to actively day trade, which is huge, and short stocks, which most new traders can't short. They need a margin account, and so if you want to check it out, it's a great way to help support our channel as well. Here's the link if you want to check it out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, and it's getting to that point where the squeeze could be big, so I'm putting a stop. I'm going to limit my loss for today. If this does go above my stop, I'm going to limit it myself and I take a green day. If not, I'll get on out of here. Looking like we're getting a good hard down move there. Right now, just sticking to my trade.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Derek. Thank you, brother. Welcome to the team, man. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, big drop in the market, big drop in the SPY itself.
Baby, come down.
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me. You know how I say that one trader? I don't mind being that one trader right now. With my little baby 200 shares.
Hey, I feel you, man. Do your thing, bro.
Nah, one of the things is why I took this position is it's one of those positions where the risk to reward makes sense, right? Because if it pops up, I just get out, small loss. But if it does go in my direction and we get a flush here, I'm gonna get a big win. So always, that's my method, guys. You guys will see me always trying to get that, where I can risk small, but when I win big.
Yeah, that's the way to do it too.
One of the things I've noticed is that I shouldn't trade trying to be 80% accurate. I need to.
Cass, bro, we're back. All right.
Data overload. I got it too, bro.
Yeah. Weird, man.
There was an overload on everything.
Yeah, man. Just weird. Oh.
Computer sounding like a jet right now.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm just glad we're back. We're back, team. Yeah. Weird, man. Sorry, guys. Yeah, strange times is all I'm gonna say. Strange times, guys. Strange times.
What's going on, traders? How we doing out there? How's your day going? You guys having fun in this market?
At least the stream's alive. You know?
I know I'm excited about that stimulus bill. One of the key things is, I've been having an okay time through this, so I'm going to be probably looking to get a bigger account. Why not?
Yeah, me too, man.
I've been doing okay, so why not use it, right?
Right.
All right, there you go. 73 pressure. 73 is on the pressure here. Under pressure.
I love me some 80s music, bro. 80s music is my jam, sir. I love me some 80s
I love
music.
that
dude.
song right there.
I get down with some 80s music, bro.
Yeah. There's nothing like some good old classic rock, too. I remember when I used to stream, like way back, even before I met you, John, and I would do like these tiny little streams, and I'd get YouTube would hit me with so many copyrights, because all I did was just start it off with Journey.
Yeah. I'm proud. I've never gotten a copyright strike ever.
Yeah, man. There was a point in time where I was like, well, what's the big old problem?
Yeah. Why no copyright? Why not, man?
I mean, I didn't make money off their song. I just used it for excitement.
I feel you. I ain't mad at you, bro. Do your thing, man.
But, that's how it is, You got to know what you're dealing with, just like in trading.
Big spike in the market right now. Big spike. Not a big spike relative, really, to everything else, but we're getting a spike.
It's a 15-minute chart. What's that one? If we get a quick rip through that downward trend line that we have on the 15-minute, I think we could get back up there to 258s.
Yeah, man. SPY's climbing.
So my thing is Square. Square to me has been leading the market all day long, and I'm going to keep watching her.
Yeah, I feel you.
She was the first one to show me that first big down move, and she's respected every VWAP.
Alright, market's breaking highs, trying to again here. It's been in this range for a while now. Oh, man, I've been sitting on my foot for like an hour. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here again. Actually, I gotta save this link so I don't have to keep going back to this. There we go.
There you go, Chase. At least someone got that CCCL. Look at those. Look at the cruise lines today, man.
Bro, I'm nailing this AMD trade. Hold on, my bad, bro. I'm up $500 in the day.
My boy.
Quick scalp, big size AMD. Up 422 bucks. Great way to end the week. I'm gonna be finished with that now. It's the beard.
No need to do anything else.
It's the beard, Isaac. Yes, sir. I'm gonna hold this 100 shares. Get a little greedy with it, you know.
Yeah. Put. If you want, do what I do at some points. I just literally put a stop and take my hand off.
Yeah.
Especially when I've made more than enough for my money.
I'm gonna put 46.
You're happy there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put 46.60 as my stop and be done. There it is.
Worst comes to worst, it stops you out break even, right?
Right.
I mean, hey.
And yeah,
that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I got 100 shares left. It's not going to be a losing day. I'm up $523 on the day. But yeah, man, it's the beard, Isaac. I'm telling you, bro, this is a great way to end the week.
Good job, brother.
We just got that drop big. I was shorting into 64 with pretty big size, and we got that big drop down under 50, and I was able to just nail that one.
Good job.
But yeah, it's definitely the beard. Thanks, brother. But yeah, it's definitely the beard, Isaac. It's got to be.
You know, it's one of the things that you guys can notice from John is to scalp, you need to have extreme focus. So that means sometimes you hear him kind of getting a little quiet. A quiet is not necessarily scaredness. It's more extreme focus. Extreme focus on the pricing. He's purely and simply trying to play the momentum. He sees the momentum go. He scoops it.
Yep. Exactly. But yeah, exactly. And that's why you'll hear me get a little silent sometimes. I might get stopped out here, but that's okay. Probably about to get stopped out of my last little bit. I just took that first part off quick, so. But yeah, that's why you'll see me get kind of quiet and just focus. Sometimes I don't have time to switch it over when I get in, because it's like I'm getting in with large size and I'm just trying to, ride it down. But I got, it's been a good week. It's been a good week for sure.
I'm sure you would agree with this, John. Scalping positions are the type of positions that should go instant green.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I got stopped out there, so it looks like I'm going to end the day $411 up in gross. But yeah, I'll take it. Not a bad end of the day.
Not a bad day at all.
Yeah, it's not the best day I've had. The best day I've had was about a $1,500 day. But yeah, really it was a rejection scalp. It was a rejection scalp. I saw the big drop in the market, and I saw AMD had been doing this a ton. I saw the market been in that range a ton, and so I figured even it's probably going to work on a very short-term basis. So I took decent size and just nailed it and got out quick. But yeah, this is my P&L. I've been taking some swings today, though. I finally think I got comfortable with taking big size here, because you can see my P&L and just see I've been a little swingy here, but been using good reward and risk ratios, and I've been accurate enough lately to be able to do this. So I'll take it. Like I said,
I want to see a quick flip here.
You want to use the same platform as us that allows you to actively day trade like this. I'll post this link here. Great way to get started in the market. And again, man, I thought I just posted that here. Maybe not. A great way to get started in the market, and allows you to get started with, right now they're $3.99. You might be able to talk them into $3.75 as well if you really want to. Man, what is it doing? It's not copying. Okay, I'll have to do it the hard way. There it is. But yeah, you might be able to talk them into $3.75. I don't know if you will or not, but if you want to use the same platform, the way it works, it operates like a prop firm, and so you can get started for $3.99, $3.75, around $400, and it operates like a prop firm. So once you're approved, first of all, it comes with a course and a demo account and access to their chat room, so you can really learn, test strategies, and get started. And then once you're approved, the $400 package gets you 14,000 in buying power to trade with, so a ton of buying power. There's no PDT rule, and you can short. And it operates like a prop firm, so there's a 70-30 split. They're going to keep 30% of your profits. You're going to keep 70% because they're giving you a ton of buying power for cheap. And, there's a $700 max loss But again, you know, really cheap way to get started. And if you want to check that out, I'll post this link here. Great way to help support our channel. Yeah, now I gotta take Kira out to dinner, but I can't because everybody's closed. Yeah, well, I think this week I've definitely been 3-digit days. It's been $100 plus a day, and it's kind of like I said earlier. I appreciate it, Luke. Thanks, man. It's kind of like I said earlier. The first hour or so is kind of me getting my feet wet, not trading too big, kind of trading, you know, 200-300 shares. And then as I progress and I build up profits and I become more comfortable with my feel out of the market, that's when I start taking bigger size and really going for it towards the end of the day. And it's been, you know, working out. Another thing is, like, I've traded every day this week on stream, I think. I don't think I've traded off stream this week. If I have, let me know. But I definitely been on stream a majority of the time, at least. Let me see. I can go back and look. This Thursday. I can tell because I always post my profits on days I trade off stream. Wednesday. Maybe I did trade off. No, not Wednesday. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I haven't traded off stream this week. I don't think I have. Last time oh, maybe I did on Tuesday, actually. Oh, I traded one trade after the stream. I remember Tuesday I got in one trade after the stream because, and I even called it out. I remember I was like, if this happens, I'm going to jump in. And then that happened as soon as I closed the stream, but I posted my P&L there too. And then I think that's it. So yeah, only one day I got in one trade after stream. All the rest have been on green. So not a bad week, team. Not a bad week at all. Hey, nice, Tyler. Hey, welcome, brother. Hey, man, if you went through my link, I appreciate it, bro. Shout out to you, Tyler. That's a great way to help support us, man. Like, we keep everything free here. We're not experts or gurus. I'm only just now being pretty profitable where I'm actually taking bigger size, but I used to trade really, really small because I was a big wimp, and I still am kind of a big wimp, but I've only recently been profitable enough to significantly grow this thing quickly, and so I'm not an expert. Mitch isn't either. We're both just, you know, traders letting people watch us and showing people our system and our different systems that we trade so people can see what it's really like. We're not selling a course or anything like that. Of course, we post referral links, but that's just a way for us to keep everything free, and it's not our product specifically. We're just making, you know, we make referral income from that. And so if you've gone through our link, we appreciate it. It's a good way to help support our channel here and the free content we put out. Alright, guys, but I guess I'm done for the day. Unless, Mitch, you want me to keep you up? I can. Yo. Mitch. You there, bro? You might be able to talk him into 375 though. West Coast. But yeah, I appreciate all the love, guys. Getting a little greedy with it. Yeah, maybe so. I might have been. What I meant is, like, I probably should have just exited my full position, but I let it go, even though I probably should just finish it, you know. But it's cool, you know. It worked out, man. You know.
Okie dokie, guys, I'm back.
Mitch is still in this. He's in space. Yeah, he's up.
Yeah, man, just letting her work.
Yeah, I got stopped out of my last one. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down, team. So unless you want me to leave it up, Mitch, I can if you want me to.
It's whatever you want. I'm gonna leave the stop going. I just took a 1850 off, and I'm just gonna leave it at break even for the rest.
Okay, cool. Alright, but yeah, I'll go ahead and close it down, guys. Also, if you want to use the same scanners that we use, hopefully YouTube will give us reviews back next week. But we're definitely going to have a few videos to put out this weekend. We'll try to have 2. Maybe I'll do one and Mitch will both do a video. But yeah, if you want to use the same scanners that we use, I'll post that link here. It's a great way to help support us as well. You can use promo code BT15 and get 15% off of these scanners. Super legit scanners, really real time, up to date, allow you to morph the scanners into what you're specifically looking for in the market. And if you're a good enough trader, they can definitely pay for themselves. And so go check them out. There's the link in the chat for that. Again, if you want to use the same platform that we use and try to get around the PDT rule that way like we do, I'll post this link as well. A really cheap platform. For $400 you get to actively day trade once you're approved with no PDT rule, 14,000 in buying power, and a lot of cool stuff. It comes with like a course and a demo account to get started and learn from. And then, you know, there's a 70-30 profit split with the funded account, and you can withdraw once per month. It's a wire transfer. Again, it's a cheap way to get started, and so if you're looking to use the same platform, I'll post this link here as well. And then, yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We should have a few videos we put out this weekend.
Yeah, guys, like always, stick around. We'll keep trading every single day, showing you guys everything from when we're in our positions, realize and losses. And like always, guys, definitely keep working on your progress. Like always, I always like to have a goal for the week. So have a goal for next week. Figure out what you need to improve on and how you can improve.
Yeah, here's our Discord if you want to see how Mitch finishes his day. There's the link. But yeah, guys, good luck. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be putting some videos out this weekend, and I'll see you guys then. Have a good day, guys.